guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Keon Ellis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. And with another season just getting underway, Tim, what kind of things are you looking for as you watch here courtside early on here in the season?
You want to see which players have made the progression in the offseason, added things to their games, particularly those young players that you know have a lot of potential. Have they added shooting range? Have they added things to their handle and give them a little bit more escapability?
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. His three-pointers off the mark. Williams passes to Dort. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up for the task at hand." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's LaVine, the Thunder making the shot. DeRozan's shot is off. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's DeRozan, shot to stop the run, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And DeRozan has mastered the art of the pump fake. He's been doing it for years, and people still buying it.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, Sacramento this season, bringing in Dennis Schroeder to provide stability to their point guard position, and he's coming off an efficient postseason with Detroit. Schroeder's impact has varied depending on the situation, but the Kings are hoping and believing he'll thrive in their system.
They love his disposition. Thank you, Shams. Rosen dishes to LaVine. Sabonis sets the pick for LaVine. Again, the miss by the Kings.
3 attempts from the field with nothing to show for it, but they should settle in soon.
Bucket is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Schroeder kicks to DeRozan. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now, here's SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Schroeder finds LaVine. To the inside. Sabonis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Hartenstein.
Just too much D that time. Sabonis wreaking havoc inside.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Walls is checked in for the Thunder. And the Kings also making a change. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. First free throw is good. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Now, here's Dort. And the shot is good.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Here's Monk. A 12-point game. Monk sets the screen for Ellis. The wide-open look here for DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. DeRozan's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. Quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan, a great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Monk for 3, and Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 11. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. To the right side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the elbow. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
On the wing, Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Holmgren's got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
From deep, Ellis. And Holmgren pulls it down. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And they get it, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
Good on the second free throw. Puts up a deep 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Westbrook. His last outing, he had 18 points. Sabonis' screen on Caruso. Down low, 6 to shoot. Shots good by Sabonis.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Oklahoma City, and he makes the 8-footer.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Williams against Monk. Williams passes to Wallace. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Kings. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long four-game road stint. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Lakers.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Well, that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that. And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Sabonis, taken away by Williams. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Williams has a screen for Williams. From 10 feet out, Sabonis grabs the board. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought in to helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible." Back to you guys.
They're plenty talented. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Alex Caruso. Now, here's Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams gets the bucket. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
It's tipped. Schroeder passes to Monk. Sabonis' screen on George. With the step back. Monk dishes to Schroeder. Fires from the wing. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Schroeder against SGA. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Nailed from three-point land. Holmgren's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Pass to Sabonis. And here's Schroeder. Takes the 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Monk for 3. That one doesn't drop. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. Schroeder outside. Back to Monk. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Kings trail by 20. Up top to DeRozan. Defended by Holmgren. To end the run. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Dort. Dort's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Oklahoma City cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, and fellas, what a half it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also known as SGA, and he hasn't been MIA today.
I would have loved to play with a guy like him. He's always looking to get teammates involved, dropping down, is non-stop in the first half, and also put it in the bucket. Looks like a fun guy to run with.
And a lot going on around the league as we speak. Let's take a look. A tight game for the Bucks, squaring off. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Jalen Williams has been sensational.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
On the court right now for the Kings, Keon Ellis is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Zach LaVine, then it's Sabonis, and it's DeRozan in at the 4 spot. Now here's DeRozan. Kick out to LaVine. Clock is at 3. Here's Schroeder. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Offensive rebound. Williams outside. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Schroeder surveying the floor. DeRozan on the wing. From downtown, Thunder with the rebound. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Now here's DeRozan. He has 6. Kick out to LaVine. Another shot. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. LaVine with the rebound.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Now, here's Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Schroeder. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Williams against Levine. Holmgren kicks to SGA. Hartenstein with the screen on Schroeder. SGA passes to Hartenstein. It's stolen by Schroeder. Pass to Levine. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Sabonis' screen on Williams. Levine for three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Williams can't get it to go. And so Ellis will bring it up for Sacramento. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Williams against Levine. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And really, one of the facets of Levine's game that's developed is his ability to see the play.
Williams gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso is checked in for Jalen Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Dort. And a change for the Kings. Monks checked in for Dennis Schroeder.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys, back to you.
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Wiggins finds SGA. Rebounded by Ellis. The Kings shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in. Then for the Kings, Sharch is checked in for DeRozan. Carter comes in for Zach LaVine. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Keon Ellis. Now, here's Monk. Tries the spin move. Out to Carter. Launches a three. Rebound by Williams. Wallace against Westbrook. And here is Wallace. The three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Williams. And it's Caruso in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. So it's Sacramento. The Thunder making the shot. Eubanks, the pass to Monk. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that will be the middle game of this three-game homestand. Schroeder against Caruso. Outside Williams. Wallace with a screen for Williams. This one for three. Eubanks grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shooter passes to Levine. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Jalen Williams. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Williams looking around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Kings shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Shooter passes to Monk. Shot from free throw range, and that one good. Monk's got 4 this quarter.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all 3 levels on the floor.
Now here's Williams, here's Wiggins, and that one drops.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And Doug Christie is called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Sacramento also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. DeRozan comes in for Saric. And it's Keon Ellis in for Malik Monk. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Pass to Sabonis. Uncovered. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dort passes to Holmgren. Lee Baz was put in just the right spot. And that's 15 points for Chet Holmgren.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Schroeder.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
On the wing, Levine, defended by Holmgren. Schroeder outside, shot clock at 3. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint, it's tipped. It's stolen by Schroeder. Pass to Sabonis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Yeah, Sabonis is a highlight reel, a walking double-double on the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Shooter passes to Sabonis. Ellis outside. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Schroeder. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Kings. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers. and great ball movement.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Chet Holmgren.
And when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wallace outside. Screen by Wiggins. The Thunder with another miss. And it's the Kings with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Pass to Monk for 3. He drills the 3.
And how about Westbrook's impressive passing ability there? Beautiful dime to set up his teammate.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.